Hi, my name is Brooke and welcome to my home. Hi, I'm Brooke Snyder and I am the owner and design director of Design Hutch. We are a residential and boutique commercial design practice based in Los Angeles. This is my home. My personal design aesthetic cannot really be attributed to one single design genre, but for my home, seeing that this was more of a ranch, I went a little bit more contemporary with hints of traditional and warm neutral. So this is our living room. I tend to lean toward a lot more warm, neutral, textured fabrics and colors. Because my house is like a semi-open concept, I painted the walls. It has like a greenish, warmer undertone. It's called Abstract White by Dunn Edwards. But everything else that I sourced for this space has a lot of color, texture, pattern. I recently installed these built-ins and it currently houses a lot of different ceramics that I've collected over the years. On top of that, I put in this banquette area to allow for extra seating for friends to come over. It's kind of like a game area. The rest of the furniture in here has a lot of texture. So this is like a rust, warm brown boucle for our sectional. The drapery that I ended up doing in here is essentially a full height ripple fold curtain. I ran them across the entire wall and I did center split panels on each set of windows. I did this brown taupe linen. I didn't do a liner. It still lets some of the light in throughout the day. It sets a really nice backdrop for the entire room. So this is our dining room, and what started the design in this room is the stones. It's obviously a very busy material, so I chose not to use it anywhere else except for this one location, which is the fireplace. This has a more modern, very simple design. And then to pull the whole space together, I sourced a fabric that would really work well with the marble. I used this ripple fold drapery from 2 Pages. I feel like a ripple fold drape kind of balances the mix of like a traditional and a modern use of window coverings. I tried to frame in and close this room and make it feel a little bit more traditional while still feeling contemporary with the rest of the house. So this is our bedroom. I went with a bit of a warmer palette in terms of all of the furnishings. I have this vintage tapestry above our bed. I'm really into Asian art in college. I took an Asian art history class and I love all of the meanings behind every motif in every piece of art that you see. So this is a willow tree. Usually it is depicted over some sort of a king or somebody in high power. So for the drapery in our bedroom, we have a lot of windows. There's actually a window behind this set of drapery as well. So I decided to use full height ripple fold drapes from this point for the entire wall. And then behind me, I did it all the way into the corner as well. So at night, it just feels like a whole room of drapery, more or less. So in the primary bathroom, I essentially wrapped everything in stone. I did that by framing out these 2 vanities, these base cabinets below. So I created a frame around the vanities, which takes you up to the countertop, to an integrated sink, to our backsplash, and this ledge behind the sink. I love using a more simple light fixture in repetition. So in here, I used 8 of these wall sconces to kind of frame out each mirror and give it more of a formal vanity lighting look. Beyond my vanities, I have also wrapped my tub and shower in the same stone. There's essentially 3 different materials used in this bathroom, which are limestone, travertine, and walnuts. And then for our window, I went with a top-down, bottom-up shade, and I love to have this either fully open or fully closed or right in between, depending on the time of day. There's a lot of versatility with the top-down, bottom-up shade. I chose 2 Pages curtains because they had a lot of versatility in the dimensions that I could source and spec for a full height ripple fold drape. I feel like it was very helpful for me to have all the flexibility with my really tall ceilings And then I also love that they provided a top-down, bottom-up shade option. I feel like it's not a commonly specified shade, and it was a great style for above my primary bathroom tub for privacy and light filtering. Although I don't think my space will ever feel like it's actually complete because I'm an interior designer, I do think that having window coverings just tie the entire space together and makes the whole space feel complete.